Alright, we're back. Where are we? 5 AM? I'm starting to like these, like the little running around Night City. Let's skip some time. That's what Vic said, wasn't it? Been sleeping nights ever since. Do you know what, actually? It's got on a semi-normal sleeping pattern. Even in video games, I don't want to be on an abnormal sleeping pattern. I don't know, there's nothing worse to me, like, for my mental state, than being on a really bad sleeping pattern. I hated it. Because you just feel on your own, like, all the time. You just feel like, you know, you're up at, like, you're up when everybody else is asleep, you know? It sucks. Okay. Nope. Okay, I think we're pretty much done. Don't you bother about air dashing. See you later, buddy.
Hey, Jude, what's up?
You know, same old. You?
I got good days, got bad days. Same as ever. You, called just to see how I'm doing, or...?
Not just. Got a favor to ask you.
Got another job for me? Someone you need, you know, taken care of?
Ooh, I know that voice, V. Are you okay? Is it your, uninvited guest? Things gotten worse?
Think I'm more or less stabilized. We're getting used to each other.
Gotta hand it to you. Would've lost my shit, what, 10 minutes in, maybe. Well, bet I got just the thing to take your mind off it. Dam out past Rancho Coronado. Know it?
Sure, what about it?
Little, abandoned bungalow lakeside. Meet me there. At sundown.
That's it? No details? What's there to do out there?
Sorry. Not gonna get me to spoil the surprise. Trust me, you won't regret it.
Gotta ask.
Okay. Is this a date?
You're not my type, Holmes. Just show up. I'll see you there.
God damn it. I wish they didn't take that out of the game. You can have that. You can have all these. I need the money. There we go. Don't need that. Or that.
So, what are we going to talk about yesterday?
Where was my... Okay, yeah, it was there. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, gee, the lighting there? Gotta love the Caliburn, man. So much. Oh, the spoiler goes up and down. Look at that. See? It's cool. Whoa. Thing isn't going too fast for that to catch me anymore. It's good. Oh, very nice. Going up? Yeah, we're going up. Somebody said something the other day, and that's like on one of the previous videos, and that they feel bad whenever they fast travel in Cyberpunk, and I agree. I mean, that's a very good way of putting it. Probably hear me coming. You?
Hey, V.
After all that went down, I thought you and I'd be ancient history.
Don't be a gonk.
Any news from the Moxes? Events, ideas?
No. Don't see all that much of them.
How come?
You know how they are. Piss me off sometimes is all.
So what's the latest from Clouds? Know anything?
Nothing of any interest. You got a new situation, and everybody's trying to adapt. Me too.
Doesn't sound like it's all okay.
Doesn't mean it isn't.
Something got you down all of a sudden?
No.
Judy.
Can we please not talk about Clouds, the Mox, or Arasaka and Militech and how the world's going to shit? Just rather not think about any of that today. Anything dark.
So, ready to tell me what we're doing here?
Well, been tinkering with virtues a lot lately and figured out a way to scroll two actors' experiences at the same time. Thought we could try it out. If you're down, of course.
How does one marry two separate neural tracks?
Well, at first I tried to create a single profile out of two data streams. Didn't turn out so great.
Must have gotten tangled up. Interference, white noise.
Yeah, effect was kind of like a bad art house. Couple tries in, though, I managed to isolate specific sensations.
So you load them onto separate neural tracks. No emo bogies. Not bad. What do I gotta do?
You, my friend, are just gonna scroll me a virtue.
That's it?
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This could be my greatest work ever.
Sounds like we could do this anywhere. Why'd we come all the way out here? What is this place?
Cottage belonged to someone I knew. It sits empty now. I take the liberty to use it from time to time.
And that's where we're gonna scroll?
No, we're gonna scroll underwater.
Nope, no way. Bad idea. Tell her to find some other yes man.
What do you say? You in?
Why would you say that?
I don't know. Don't like the idea, that's all. It's just, when I think about the dark, the deep, palms that I don't fucking have get clammy with sweat I don't secrete.
You're more than welcome to stay on shore. Hell yeah, I'm in.
Awesome. So, let's go. Got the hardware here.
Every time Johnny says I don't want to do something, V's like, okay, we're doing it. That swayed me.
All right, suit up, landlubber.
Do this often?
Dive in? As often as I can.
Why'd you choose this of all places?
Why? Don't like it?
It's okay, but any special reason you chose this one?
Of course there is. But you'll have to wait to find out what it is. Let's get this scroller on ya.
Haven't even asked me if I know how to swim. Not worried I'll just sink to the bottom like a bag of rocks?
50-50 chance, I guess. Willing to risk it for the footage.
Water's toxic. That not a problem?
Whole reason we're suiting up.
Do I say it? Fine.
Look pretty damn fine in that wetsuit.
Don't go there, dude.
Now you can tell that was... Okay, so originally, when you hear from CDPR and the romances in the game, Judy was going to be... I think everybody was going to be bi, basically. Like, you know, so you could have what you want when you want, sort of thing. I kind of like the fact that they have set sexualities, though. So, like, they don't just go for every V under the sun. I quite like that. Or like BioWare and what they do these days, where everybody is pansexual or whatever. But saying that, I do think Judy would have worked for either V, to be honest with you. And Panam too. I think Panam and Judy should have gone either way. Because they're both really, really good romances. They're both really, really good experiences that you're missing out on if you select a male or female, right? Have River Ward be straight, yeah, and have Kerry Eurodyne be gay, sure, no problem, you know. Maybe change Kerry to a woman, right? I don't know. More options would have been good, but I would have kept them as they are. But I would have had Panam and Judy go either way. And you hear how that line there, which said "Don't go there, dude," it sounded different. That's because it was a very, very, very late decision that Judy was going to be gay, and that was it. You couldn't do anything if you were a dude. Don't know why they made that decision. I think it would have been good to have both. And I think, in all honesty, do you know when people say, "I don't want." I'm going to put my cards on the table again. I think in games where somebody can be romanced, right? I think it shouldn't really matter. They should be pansexual, right? Hear me out. It's not an issue if the romance is good and it's well written and the character's really likable and you know you get to choose who your character vibes with. One of the really good things BioWare have said recently, I know, shock horror, but one of the good things they've said recently about Veilguard, even though it's a terrible game and I don't want to get into it, but one quote they did that was very, very clever, and I quite liked it, was that one of the main writers said, all of the characters in the game are pansexual, but that does not mean they're player sexual, and I quite like that. It means that the decisions that you make in the game might turn them off, or your character and theirs might not vibe, and then they just don't go that way, right? They remain friends, or they even become enemies. Now, that doesn't happen in the game. They lied, basically. But in their lying, they basically described what I would want to do with a video game, right? Every single companion can be romanced by the player, no matter what your gender or whatever you are is, right? But it's more about the content of your character, right? What does your character like? What do they do in missions? What choices do they make? What kind of personality do they have that you roleplay? And then the characters in the game respond to that in kind. One of the earliest forms of romance in games was Baldur's Gate 2. And in Baldur's Gate 2, depending on how you role-played your character, and depending on how you went about doing certain missions, certain characters wouldn't be interested in your character, regardless of whether they were the right orientation or not. They just didn't care, because they were still friends with you, they were still allies with you, but they weren't interested in you in that way because you weren't aligned, right? A really good example of that is Morrigan in Dragon Age Origins. So in Morrigan in Dragon Age Origins, she will sleep with the player character if they're male, no matter what happens, But she won't get into a relationship with you unless you actually, get along in that way and you click in that way, right? And I love characters like that. I think that's really, really, really well written. I think Dragon Age Origins had a cast of characters where you could have characters have set sexualities and others didn't, right? I quite like that. You had gay options, you had bi options, you had straight options. Great, right? In Cyberpunk 2077, if you make the girls pansexual, you basically have to make everybody pansexual, because then you're leaving people without a romance in the game, right? So, that's basically what I would do anyway. I would basically have... I think it's okay to make your characters in the game pansexual. I just don't think they are necessarily player sexual. Do you know what I'm saying? They're not necessarily interested in the player character. That takes skill, right? Just making a character straight or bi or gay doesn't take skill at all. Making a character nuanced enough to make the decision themselves and whether that character is interested in the player character or not, that takes skill. That takes really good writing. Do you know what I mean? And it's a bummer that Cyberpunk decided, okay, well, to make things more simple, we're just going to make Judy gay. We're going to make, and it takes more work to do that than simply making them pansexual. That's what I would have done anyway. And again, everybody knows what I'm like. I'm not into pronouns. I'm not into, polyamory or anything like that. I'm not some weirdo, right? As normal can be, but in terms of this, I think in games, player companion characters in RPGs, if there's romance in the RPG, they should be pansexual, because I don't want to deny people the experience of, role playing, right? Role playing however they want to role play. But I would, again, that quote. Yes, they're pansexual, but that does not mean they're player sexual. If you make the wrong choices, wrong quote unquote, even if you roleplay a character that they're not interested in, they won't be interested in you, no matter what sexuality you are, because the content of your character matters a lot more than your sexuality. And I agree. That's how it should be in games, and that's how it should have been here. And I think the fact that they changed at the last minute is kind of sucks, because Judy's cool, man. I actually prefer Judy over Panam. Like, if it was an option for male V, I wouldn't romance Panam. I'd romance Judy. And that sounds stupid, but, I just would. I know everyone likes Panam, but...
All right, let's do this. Freezing-ass water, here I come.
Okay, we're all set. You go first.
Do I have to run in?
Close behind me. And don't descend too fast.
Where are we headed exactly?
About halfway to the deepest point. It'll be pitch black, but the currents are gentle. Ought to be safe. Want the precise coordinates?
Nah, why bother? I'll just stick close to you.
Okie dokes.
There is an Easter egg down here that I will show you.
Virtues are more to you than just a way to churn out eddies, huh?
Well, duh. Think paintings, songs. They're meant to produce emotion responses.
Generally how any kind of creativity works, sure.
Right, so art's a casing, trigger for emotion. Well, BDs are emotion in near pure form. This is it. Swim over here and look straight at me, will you? Great. Great. Signal's clear. Just need your help with a few basic checks. Need to calibrate our gear. First up, motion sensors and scrolling. Circle around me. Swim.
Alright, here, you ready for it?
Like the view, asshole?
Whoa. You see what I see? In real time? Like what I'm looking at?
Mm-hmm. And I gotta say, it's pretty fucking weird.
Visual sensors are getting stinned right now. Can't be denied. To think I never realized how fit you were.
Gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Great, motion calibrated. Back my way now, V. Next up, sound check. I'm gonna hum a song, you give me the title. Read me?
No idea what the song is. But I heard it. Goes something like...
Alright, we're all tuned and synced. Alright, that ought to do it.
What now?
Prepare to have your mind blown. Wait for it. Now grab this and hold on tight.
What do you mean? That's joking.
Down we go.
Impressive, huh?
That's incredible. What is it?
Our very own Atlantis. Used to be called Laguna Bend. Just 15 years ago, people still lived here.
Yeah, I remember. NC Dam Limited made plans to build a dam. People protested, and the rest is history. Houses, playgrounds, all flooded. Got some connection to this place, right?
You got it. Grew up here. Haven't been back since Laguna Bend was wiped off the map.
Why are you showing me this?
Want to get the right emotional reactions. Got a feeling this will be perfect for my experiment.
Why's this stand to be perfect?
Hoping you'll be able to pick up all the unfiltered mess of emotions this place brings out in me. Like it or not, you'll react to those feelings. That's what I want to capture.
Sounds Nova. Let's do this.
Played this moment coming back so many times in my head. Taken me years. Working up the nerve for this.
Why didn't you come earlier?
Good question. Easy answer would be that I didn't have time. Gear, stars weren't ever aligned. I'm idea. It just felt weird.
So, Peter Pan, the serial killer, he was from here too. All the stories lost to time, like tears in the rain.
Flo's Diner, best eatery in town. Only one at that, too. Burgers weren't amazing, too greasy. Big. Of course, I say that now. Back then, they were the best thing I'd ever chewed and swallowed. And next door, that's where we lived. Me and my grandparents. Just let me know when you want to forge ahead.
It's a weird place for a framed picture.
Water probably carried it out of someone's house. Anything to make out?
No, not much. Looks like this fell off your one and only eatery.
Now let's see. Childhood for you tasted like sushi with real rice. Used to stuff a few in your mouth at once and pretend you were a giant.
Bigger family gatherings were great. That's where we even got real fish. I like synth fish more, though. Real fish is just too stinky. Got something here. Looks like an old photo cam.
DPI 350. Practically an antique.
You like it?
Kidding? It's awesome.
Here, take this camera. Better off in your hands than sitting here collecting algae.
Gosh, thanks.
What about your parents?
Dad was never in the picture. Mom died when I was tiny. Can barely remember her. Still have her picture, but, you know, see a stranger there.
Judy, Judy, watch out for her cooties. She can't even afford to have parents.
What was that? Those voices.
Voices? Didn't hear anything but you just now.
What was it like, living with your grandparents? How were they?
Granddad had a real knack for things technical. Taught me everything I know. And the stories he told, never got bored listening to him. And Grandma was temperamental. Hot one second, cool as steel the next.
Where'd your grandparents go? Night City?
Yeah, for a couple years. Rented the unit that's mine now. But they hated the city. Moved up to Oregon. Still go and visit them sometimes.
Hockey stick? Is there a skating rink here?
I wish. Played street hockey on rollerblades.
Quit schmoozing, Alvarez. We're losing because of you. Come in. They're dead meat anyway. Go out with me? Sorry, gotta go. They're calling.
Let's keep going, Judy.
Aye, aye, Captain. Follow me.
You looking for anything in particular here?
Nah, can't hurt to look around though. Picking up very chill vibes. Feels like we're outside of time, like in a snow globe. After that, we can see what lies up ahead.
Hard to imagine anything that could be more out of place in an underwater world.
Bottled water?
Touche, Judy. Touche. Gotta say, I don't really get why they left their wheels behind when they had to evacuate.
Hey, how old do you think I am? These hunks of metal have got half a century on them. When I was about yay high, they were already here. And not in much better shape. It's good cover for playing Max Stack and Psychos, though.
I'm not seeing anything else. Anyone else seen anything? Aha.
What, this isn't yours?
Poor thing. Been here all alone for 20 years.
So it is yours.
No. It was Jenny Chapman's.
You took her doll.
As if. Hid it. I was a monster.
You hid it. Why?
'Cause I thought only losers played with dolls. What I really wanted was for her to notice me. Ah, the days when dolls were just kids' toys and nothing else.
Want to see what's further on?
Come on then, want to show you something. Got no idea how weird it feels swimming through here.
Where you used to run as a kid? Your daily life grinded along? Can imagine it a bit.
Church hasn't aged at all. Always looked old and like it had landed here from outer space. Bells were cracked too. Gave off this eerie, atonal clang. Weird, I had no memory of that seconds ago. Now I can almost hear them.
I don't know how it's possible, but I think I hear those bells too.
Seriously, you can hear my memories? It must be a side effect. Ah, closed. Shame.
Could look for another way inside.
Be my guest.
Did you like going to this church?
Never actually went to church. Never even really paid attention to it. It was just there, you know? Once we knew Laguna Bend was to be flooded, people gathered here to plan a protest.
Did it achieve anything?
Look around.
Found a way in, I think.
I found an opening. I think we're safe to go through here.
On my way. Snuck in here once when no one was around. Stood at the altar and tried to imagine what went through the padre's mind looking at all those people. Back then I wondered how he could read people's thoughts and know everything about them. Then I screamed at the top of my lungs to check the acoustics.
You didn't get chased off?
Ran out myself. Echo I got back scared the living bejesus out of me. Thought it was that crush I had on Jenny Chapman. All that guilt I tried yelling out. Flew right back in my face.
Ah!
thank fuck. You're alive.
What happened?
You passed out.
How'd you manage to lift me out?
Dunno, didn't think about it. Just did what I had to do. Hey, careful, easy now.
So, you're saying you saved my life. Thank you.
Told you diving into this toxic waste was gonna end badly. But you just don't fucking listen.
Toxic waste. Is that your construct?
You heard him?
Heard's overstating. It's just surfaced in my head. A thought that wasn't mine or completely yours.
Please just ignore his babbling. It's a complicated relationship.
Why do I even bother?
Doubt you should go back to the city just now. I'm pretty beat too. Last thing I want to do is drive. Let's stay the night. What do you think?
Stay where, exactly? We gonna camp on the shore?
No, in there. Crash there sometimes after dives. How about it?
Why the hell not? Whose cottage is that then? You said you knew the owner.
One of our neighbors was hell-bent on staying in Laguna Bend. Badges literally dragged him out of his house before the water came in. So he built himself another house as close as he possibly could, but then he got sick. Water was way more toxic back then. Must be chilled to the bone. I'll brew a pot. How do you take yours?
Black.
Black, please.
Like the heart of a merc.
Exactly.
Ah, forgot to start the generator.
A generator? What's next? Jacuzzi? Finnish sauna?
No, but there is running water.
I can turn it on.
You're gonna take it easy.
Promise to take it slow. Think you could have fine-tuned the emotive wave transmitters better back there. Feed I was picking up felt a bit flat, I want to say.
Speaking of harm's way, know what I see looking at you? Walking, talking corpses.
Weird.
Power's up.
You go
Your little spa is open for business.
so be careful. Of course I will be.
Judy? What was that? Couldn't hear you clearly. Something the matter?
No, nothing.
He stripped quick.
You thinking about Evelyn?
Clouds has gone to shit. Tiger Claw No Next took revenge for Hiromi and the rest. There was a firefight. Tom's dead. Roxanne barely got out alive. House is closed until further notice. I'd rather not talk or think about it. Didn't want to tell you. Didn't want you to think I blame you in any way.
Why would you even assume I'd think that?
Dunno, I'm sorry. Let's just kill the subject. Think I'll go lie down. I'm beat.
This chick gets on my nerves. Let's you and me blow. Just don't wake her up.
Judy pisses you off. Why? Because she cares about people? And that reminds you you're a narcissistic asshole?
She's all over the place. Refuses to take the door, jumps out a window, then acts all surprised when she gets hurt.
She reminds you of Alt, doesn't she?
Oh, for no, nobody's even close to Alt and what me and her had. Let's get the fuck away, can we?
You fucking blow if you can. Not about to leave her alone, middle of nowhere.
No, I can't talk to you when you get this sentimental. Waste of words. At least take a nap so we don't have to argue.
Yeah, I'm right ahead of you, buddy. Why do I have no clothes on now? What's she even up to?
Will you sit with me a while? Here's your coffee. Finally.
Want it?
You know, yesterday I think I'd made up my mind. I actually called you because I wanted to say goodbye. City's chewed me up. And is spitting me out.
You know, think if you lined up all the cities next to each other, they'd all look the same. Corps are making sure of that, making life uniform everywhere.
Maybe so. Maybe all cities got alluring faces. Let's stay long in one and you see what's behind it.
I can't leave Night City yet.
Give me your hand, B. All set. Congrats. Just gave you unlimited access to my pad.
Whoa, you're asking me to move in?
If it's what you want. Or just drop by when the urge grabs you.
Don't know what to say. Nobody's ever done anything like this for me. It really shows trust.
Take care, B.
This really it. Last time we see each other. Didn't seem so set on leaving just a sec ago.
See no reason to delay. I'll stay here a couple days, then head off. It's been nice knowing you, V. See ya. And hit me up on the holo sometimes.
I'll see you, Judy.
Well, let's get dressed. And that is the last time we see Judy, unfortunately. Yeah. Whew, thought was going to get me there. I think we are going to get our reward first. Gonna turn the game down a little bit so we can have a little chat on the way. If I can see the black sapphire from here. It is, the more you think about it, it is astounding what they achieved with this game, man. For a company that's only done like The Witcher and stuff, do you know what I mean? It is kind of insane what they achieved. It leaves me very hopeful for Project Orion, which is the next Cyberpunk game they're working on. It leaves me very, very hopeful for what's going to go on there. I don't think V will be a part of it, but again, I'll discuss this when we complete the game. I think we're on the back stretch now, as in we're not finishing it, but I think we are on the downward trajectory now. We're going down towards the finish line. We've still got a good 10 hours, 10, 15 hours left, I think. We've not even met Kara Eurodyne yet, so there's that. Get a job of staring people. You're the one going into my car. What the hell? I think at the moment V's like having a break. He's basically thinking about what to do next. Because I know that the parade's soon, so that we'll be doing that pretty soon. Oh, nearly cleared that car entirely. Top speed.
Been alright.
Was thinking, could drop by for dinner maybe. Joss has worked up a hankering to cook for the family.
Ah, haven't forgotten I exist after all.
I had to sort some things out. Help my sis. Randy's still in the hospital. Someone has to keep an eye on the kids when Joss visits him.
Relax. You don't need to explain.
Right. So, you gonna stop by?
How could I say no?
Right, great. See you at Joss's then.
Sounds preem.
Alright, let's go. We don't need to be doing loads of combat in every single session. In fact, I think over the last couple of ones, we've not done much combat at all, have we? But that's fine. I mean, you know, Phantom Liberty was so huge in terms of combat. Animal turf again. Wasn't this where we were with River last time? Wonder if they'll be impressed by this car turning off.
Looking for some decent outerwear.
You're in luck. Our prices are out of this world. Get it?
Sure. Ooh, that is nice. Some of the jackets you can get, very nice. Ahaha! Finally. Yeah, I'm liking these. These are good clothes. Well done.
Looking for a change.
Okay. I like those. Those are cool. Um, hmm. I like it. Still no aviators, which I'm pissed off about, but that's fine. Yeah, I like it. We'll equip that for now.
Call being responsible.
I think it was here. Okay, waiting.
Oh, hey! Hi!
Hey, how's it going?
Over here!
Glad you're here. I need your help cooking.
What's on the menu?
Jambalaya. Come on. You can stir the meat?
Soy meat. Okay. Dunno. Maybe Joss would be more help.
Joss did her bit. Just grab the damn spoon and start stirring.
This an ancient Ward family secret?
Uh-huh. Onions, paprika, thyme. Just need to mince some celery and garlic. But you stir, please. Stir.
I'm stirring.
Bet my socks you've never had better jambalaya.
How's, Randy holding up?
He's looking for his old self. Physically, though, it'll be a long road before he's back to full health.
And, mentally? That was some experience.
What Harris did to him, fucked as this might sound, might have helped the kid. Could be wrong, but feels like a clean break for him.
Honestly, I thought you were kidding about the cook-off. Where the Joss would sweat away in the kitchen while...
How? Joss doesn't know the first thing about cooking. Actually, I like to torture foodstuffs. Haven't had many opportunities lately.
Don't mean to spoil a nice day, but... I gotta ask. What about Peter Pan?
You're asking if I killed him. We'll talk later, okay?
Sure. No pressure. It's just you know.
I know. All right. Think you've stirred enough? Mind grabbing the rice from the kitchen?
Yes, sir.
No, Randy's always been that way. But I'm sure this didn't help none. You know, his father was a difficult man, too. That's exactly what I told him. But he always got the same speech back. Nobody cares about these kids who don't exactly fit the mold. In those words, yeah. Wanted to tear my hair out every time I heard him. And when can I visit again? That's great. 'Cause I really want to bring him something. He loves music, so... Sorry? No, I'll remember. Just tell me. Thanks so much. You've been wonderful. Huge help. Mm-hmm. Yes. Talk again soon. Really nice of you to come.
Looking good, Joss.
Really think so? Thanks.
Thanks for having me over.
I should be thanking you.
How's Randy?
Still in the hospital. Still in shock. But he's making progress. Haven't had a chance to tell you just how grateful I am.
What matters is it's over now.
I just don't know how to repay you. If Randy had...
Don't owe me a thing, Joss.
Thank you. River's in the backyard. He couldn't wait to see you again.
Okay, so speaking of romance options, as we were before, I also think there were certain missed opportunities that I'm 99% sure were supposed to be romances in the game, but weren't for one reason or another, right? Mostly cut content for time, I guess. And Joss is one of them for a male and female V, but mostly male, I'm thinking. Yeah. You'll see why. A lot of other
That's
people have
mighty
said
nice.
that. A lot of other people have said that too. And I probably would have gone with it, to be honest with you. Especially if you're a street kid.
Tomatoes in next. Now you can toss in the rice.
Rice is in.
Okay, now this has to bubble and brew. Patio. Grab a chair. And a beer or something else.
It's nice out here.
Yeah. Seems all good. Like nothing bad ever happened.
Tell me now about Harris.
I paid him a visit at the hospital.
He's still in a coma?
Yep. In a strange slumber between life and death. An empty shell in a hospital bed.
One shot to the head. Quick and clean.
I had the same thought. It would be so easy. I pressed the gun to his head and remembered something.
River?
How my parents died. Now, I'm sure you want to hear this.
What happened?
Old man had a farm, like Harris's dad. But when business took a turn, well... my parents managed to open a small grocery. We lived on the floor above. A loud noise woke us one night. They wanted cash. Register was empty, so they stormed upstairs, forced us all to kneel, and demanded my dad tell him where he hid the money. Mostly, I remember my mom crying. When my dad swore they'd found all we had. One was gassed out of his mind. He fired first. Blew half my dad's skull off.
Jesus, River. I'm sorry.
He was erratic. Went rabid. Handed me his gun and ordered me to aim it at my mom's head. I can still see her tear-filled eyes at the end of that barrel to this day.
What did you do?
Nothing. I stood frozen. Finally, he just snatched the gun back. Shot my mother and they left. Police never caught him. That was why I joined the force. I couldn't agree with scum like that roaming free. No one to hunt him.
Was Joss there too? Saw all this?
I think when she looks at me, she still sees that boy holding a gun to her mom's head.
Can't tell you how sorry I am.
So when I stood over Harris in that hospital bed, barrel to his brow, I was that kid again. But I was also the junkie who shot my parents.
Didn't kill him then?
I've ended a few lives in my time. But never like that. Never an execution. Slipped out of the hospital quick. Told myself the case was closed.
That's good. But what now? You're not going back to the PD.
PI has a nice ring to it. Who knows?
Uncle River, you said you'd play with us. You promised.
All right. Let's go. V, join us?
What are we gonna play, Uncle River?
You'll see. Dorian, we're playing! Yeah, Big Trouble in Haywood. Grab your set.
What do you think?
Always wanted to try a game like this.
Well, well. Nice firepower there.
This is no time to get distracted. We can't let that filth get away.
Who? Oh, well, look at you.
V, allow me to introduce Captain Joan McClane and Lieutenant Henry Callahan. They're our precinct's best and brightest. Wouldn't want to get in their way.
I always work alone. No exceptions. Even for you. Yeah, me too.
Ooh, I've heard of cops like you. The lone wolf type.
That's right. Thorns in their commander's side. Rebels who play by their own rules.
I've been suspended 1 time, retired 2 times, and kicked off the force 3 times. I'm getting too old for this. But something always drags you back. The city needs me.
Got a crash course? Anything I ought to know?
The entire city is sick with crime and corruption. Lawlessness rules the streets. And we're no saints either. Even the police are haunted by the sins of their past. But the city's without hope. No one else would ever dare face El Chamuco Endiablado. Oh, he's the worst. But I know we can beat him. The city's most evilest mastermind ever.
All right, let's get to it.
Right. All we gotta do is track down El Chamuco Endiablado and take out his lackeys along the way.
He'll pay for his crimes.
We'll play like 2 teams, us and the kids, but we work toward the same objective. The team with the best result wins.
You don't stand a chance.
AV, just go easy, okay? It's their favorite game.
Sure.
Oh, there he is! Get him! The city's mine! You'll never take her from me!
He's fast, but not fast enough to escape justice. Watch out! It's cronies!
Not half bad.
That all you got?
Too many donuts. Nuh-uh.
Not done
Watch
yet.
this. Next round, next round. This way. It must be their rat-infested hideouts. I could smell the moral decay from a mile off. Quiet. Too quiet.
It's a trap! They were waiting for us!
He's hit! He's hit! Ah! Behind us!
That all you got?
I have better aim. Nuh-uh. Okay, that's all of them. But next time we gotta be faster.
It's just no people.
Out of the way, citizen. Obstructing justice is punishable by law. This is your last warning.
Easy there, Captain. I'm just passing through. Not half bad.
Not far now. Don't charge in there, Callahan. I can't afford to lose one of my best men. Don't worry about me.
This game's got better music than 90% of games out there. Just saying.
He's hit! He's hit! Okay, I think we got them all. But it's not over yet.
Some last words?
Fine. Out with it, scumbag. I want to see you squirm.
No! Your last words!
Oh, come on. Another ambush?
Okay, so now...
Lunch is ready.
But Mom, you almost had him.
Oh, you'll get him next time.
At least we beat the grown-ups. We're the best.
Thanks for letting them win. They had fun.
Huh? Oh no, they had me flat beat.
Hey, food's on the table. So, was your game fun?
Awesome! We kicked their big butts.
The bad guys?
Huh? Oh, yeah, the bad guys too.
Time to see if this tastes as good as it smells.
Unemployment's being good to you. You seem good.
River's discovering the joys of family life.
That and police duty. Never a good mix. This here's a way to get some of those years back.
I haven't seen him this untroubled in a while. What about you, V? You got a family? Or just relations?
I used to see family as baggage. Something that'd hold me back. You know, career first. Didn't do any better for not having one, though.
Nothing's more important to me than my kids. I've made mistakes. Life's gone off the rails sometimes. But I had my kids. I got my kids.
Speaking of, be great if Randy was here.
Won't be long.
Randy loves jambalaya.
Joss, you see me being a parent ever?
I mean, I don't exactly look like good mom material myself, so...
Yes! Who says yes?
I do.
He raised his hand himself.
V, are you seeing someone? Involved? Fess up, please.
Well, that's decided.
Got an $11.99. Officer needs backup.
Come on, pull you out of this ambush. Thanks, Joss.
Yeah, thanks.
See what I mean? It would have made a cute one, I think. That would have been nice.
Situation was getting dicey.
That's what partners are for. You were about a hair's breadth away from having to look at photo albums. Here we are.
What are we looking at?
A water tower. Great spot.
Great for what?
Having a drink, shooting the shit. This way. Oh, fuck. Gate's stuck again. Gonna fix it one of these days. Let me give you a boost. Climb over, open it from the other side.
Yeah, okay. Good.
It is funny if you got like
Just push.
Okay.
if you can
On our
jump straight
way.
over, he says, "Oh wow, you can jump straight over." It's like, yeah.
Area's not bad, actually. Unlikely to dazzle. Make a good first impression, though.
Certainly no Corpo Plaza.
No. But life's livable here. Know of worse places to raise kids.
Randy's problems with the law. Those didn't pop out of thin air.
True. But Randy takes after his old man. He'd find trouble in a nicer neighborhood, too. Apparently the worst city between the Atlantic and the Pacific. But I sure do love this view. Find it calming.
Scrapers actually seem pretty majestic out here. Not seeing what goes on inside.
Memories?
High stress, dirty backstabs, kind of pressure that gives you ulcers. Somehow, I just don't miss it.
Got something for you.
Your piece?
Had her a long time. Too long. I think it's time she found a new owner.
Don't know what to say.
Just promise you won't blow your foot off.
Oddly specific request.
Josh's husband did it. Drunk. This very spot.
Which made this your special spot. Family landmark?
Something of the kind. Now for the highlight of the evening. Up for a drink?
Something strong's sure to hit the spot.
Now that I understand.
Here's to Joss and the kids.
Yeah, to family.
You got any more of that?
2 bottles of whiskey and a case of beer ought to be enough.
We'll see about that.
Buckle your liver in. Gonna be a long night and a longer morning. Now, where did I put that? Ugh. Colonizing the moon, and there's still no cure for hangovers.
Well, at least we had fun yesterday.
Yeah. But now I gotta roll. Promised Joss I'd take her to see Randy. No rush either. Get your sea legs back. Take as much time as you need.
Apologize to Joss for me. We kinda dined and dashed yesterday.
And left puke all over the bathroom?
Oh, shit. Sure you're good to drive?
Please. Former NCPD. I'm a pro on Hangover Highway. I'll be fine.
Tell Randy, hey.
Will do. See you later, V.
Nope, can't speak to her. Signs of insomnia? Oh, jeez. Alright, so I think next time we're going to go back and...
Good morning.
tell you what we'll do.
I hope. The generator. You remember, right?
Oh, fuck. Need me to fix it now?
Yeah, now. Then we go to the hospital. I'd rather have everything ready for when Randy gets back.
Let's head back. It should still be on there. Yes, it is. Some places in Night City look downright normal. Do you know what I mean?
Hello, V.
Jefferson?
Listen, I need your help again. Matters. Fine.
Sure. Okay. What's it about?
Not on the home. Come by. I'll lay it out. Explain everything.
Got your back, Jefferson. Not to worry.
Great. We'll see you here then. Remember where?
Of course. Be there in no time.
So we will do that next time. Right now, we're going to go back to the apartment. We've got a big payday from the last Jefferson job, so... I think we're going to spend it. Or some of it, anyway.
Just received word on a AV has crashed outside of Night City. The aircraft's thrusters were deactivated by sudden EMP discharge from a nearby damaged power station in Santo Domingo. The emergency was unsuccessful. The passengers who survived the crash landing will be tried.
Now, one thing I wish they would sort out is that... Nibbles can't come with you if you do another Easy Estates. Ah, well. I said over there, though. Oh, wait. What's the thing that he gave us? I can't really remember. Oh, well. We will head to this new apartment. Where is it? Here it is.
Reinforcements called to the attack site.
The one thing about this apartment is there isn't really parking outside, which is kind of rubbish, but... Oh well.
We at N54 News offer our sincerest condolences. With the MCP, Militech has already announced a retaliatory strike.
Like, even if they just put Nibbles in one place in every apartment, so he doesn't move around like he does in the normal one, that'd be fine. I wouldn't mind that. It's the fact that he just doesn't move with you, so it's just like, Ah. Here it is. As you can see, no parking. So.
I told you I'm not buying. Yes, I'm sure. No, I'm not changing it. Learn how to walk. Ah.
That's the only place you can kind of park.
Not my fault. I've evolved. Yes, with people like me, that's it.
So this is the Valentino's neighborhood, so I'm guessing this is where V comes to basically, you know, be where he was with Jackie, I guess. Alright, look at that. Good what you can afford with a little bit of corpo money. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next part. See you then.